What up YouTube and welcome back collectors, it's Patrick, also known as Cardboard P, back with another video. In today's video, I wanted to take some time and show off a few cards from my personal collection, along with my most recent pickup, and discuss my favorite set of all time, Awakening Legends. Awakening Legends is the Japanese equivalent to the English set Neo Revelation, and it's commonly referred to as Neo 3, and this set released on November 23rd in the year 2000, almost 25 years ago. This will most likely be the final vintage pack that I open on the channel, and I feel truly blessed to own this booster pack, and I'm extremely excited to open this up in the future. However, I'm going to let it marinate a little bit longer, but I wanted to document this incredible piece of Pokemon history while it's still sealed and full of wonder. And this set features some of my favorite cards of all time, and today I wanted to focus on the holos, as this pack contains a guaranteed holo, and I'm super excited to see which holo we pull. And honestly, I'll be extremely happy with any of the 19 holos found in this set, so join me as we discuss the 19 cards that I believe make this set the greatest of all time. The first holo found in Awakening Legends is Crobat. This card is illustrated by Shinichi Yoshida, and this is Crobat's rookie card, the first Crobat card released. Featuring Crobat flying across the night sky with a crescent moon in the background, to me this is the perfect depiction of Crobat and still one of the best Crobat cards to this day. Pulling this card would be incredible and a full circle moment for my collection, as one of the only two childhood cards I still have is the Crobat EX from EX Deoxys in a CGC Near Mint 8. This card is illustrated by Ryo Yuta, and it was found in my brother's room last year and is one of the only childhood cards from our collection that stood the test of time. Crobat is such an awesome Gen 2 design that turned the Zubat that would annoy you every time you entered a cave into something that you wanted on your team, and I think the Neo 3 Crobat is one of the coolest. The second holo found in Awakening Legends is Jumpluff. This card is illustrated by Kagabaro Himeno, and this is by far the cutest card in the set in my opinion. Featuring a snowy scene with two Jumpluff building a snowman as the holofoil shines, like snowflakes falling from the sky. This is an artwork that reminds me of winter days as a kid spent playing outside with my siblings for hours on end, before coming inside and enjoying a cup of warm hot chocolate. This is a beautiful card, and although it depicts a snowy scene, it has a sense of warmth like a warm mug of hot chocolate after a long day spent playing in the snow. The third holo found in Neo 3 is one of my favorites, Entei. This card is illustrated by Ken Sugimori, and it is the rookie card for my favorite of the three legendary beasts. Featuring Entei in a powerful stance looking down on you, with the beautiful contrasting blue holofoil that reminds me of the third movie, I think this is an iconic card and it is one of my main chases. This is a card that I own the English version of from Neo Revelation in the CGC Near Mint Mint Plus 8.5, and this copy has a nice swirl on the top, but I think it would be incredible to own both the Japanese and English versions in my collection. I'm a huge fan of the legendary beasts, and this is one of my favorite cards of all time. This Ken Sugimori artwork is timeless and extremely nostalgic for me, and this card is the reason that Entei is one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. The fourth holo found in Neo 3 is another legendary, Ho-Oh. Illustrated by Kamiya Masago, this is another rookie card and hands down my favorite Ho-Oh card of all time. Featuring the box art legendary for Pokemon Gold in all its glory, this card has some incredible colors that make this rainbow bird look truly legendary. This is another card that I own in English in a CGC Mint 9, but this one's a little different as it is the double holo error. And the double holo error is an additional layer of holofoil, and I think it makes the artwork even more breathtaking. This is my favorite card that has the double holo error, and one of my grails that I feel incredibly blessed to own, so I think it would be incredible to pull the Japanese copy, which doesn't have the double holo error, as this is another favorite of mine and it would be cool to have both. The fifth holo in Awakening Legends is the first of three Japanese exclusive holos, Kingdra. Illustrated by Mitsuhiro Orita, this card depicts Kingdra in an underwater scene blowing bubbles directly at you. This card was featured in the English set, however in English it was only available as a non-holo rare, and the holo version is exclusive to the Japanese set. The holofoil looks incredible on these underwater scene Pokemon, as the sparkles look like bubbles under the water's surface, and Horsey's evolution line is one of my favorites of all time, so this Japanese exclusive would be an incredible addition to my collection. The 6th holo found in Neo 3 is the second of the 3 legendary beasts, Suicune. Illustrated by Ken Sugimori, this is the rookie card for Suicune and another all-time classic. Featuring the box art legendary for Pokemon Crystal, this is another incredible Ken Sugimori artwork, depicting this legendary beast in a powerful pose, and I especially love the colors on this card with the various shades of blue and purple, and even though Entei is my favorite, all of the legendary beasts are super nostalgic to me and some of my favorites and some of my main chases from this set. The 7th holo found in Neo 3 is Ampharos. Illustrated by Toshino Aoki, this is their first holofoil illustrated in a mainline set. Featuring Ampharos drawn in a more childlike style with contrasting green background with lightning bolts scattered throughout, this is an electrifying depiction of a classic Gen 2 Pokemon. Ampharos is part of an iconic Gen 2 evolution line, and I love the colors on this card. The childlike qualities of the artwork give this card a unique charm that feels a little bit silly, but also timeless in a way, and I think this is an incredible card in the set. The 8th holo found in Awakening Legends is the final of the 3 legendary beasts, Raikou. Illustrated by Ken Sugimori, this is the Raikou rookie card and another classic. This artwork depicts Raikou lying down, but there's an underlying sense of strength and aggression in this artwork. Like I said before, the 3 legendary beasts are iconic and extremely nostalgic for me, and this card is no exception. I love the dark undertones on this artwork to contrast with the yellow card making Raikou pop, and the eyes on this card really stick out to me with the stark contrasting red, which makes this artwork feel menacing. This is another chase that is found in this set and another classic. The 9th holo found in Neo 3 is another holo that is a Japanese exclusive, Starmie. This card is illustrated by Kita Komotsuya in collaboration with CRCG Gangs. To my knowledge, CRCG Gangs is a group of various artists who create 3D renders, and this card has credits for both artists. Kita Komotsuya only has illustration credits on one card, being this Starmie artwork, and I think that's pretty interesting as it's their only illustration in a holo that's exclusive to the Japanese set. Featuring Starmie mid-attack using Core Stream, this card has a great sense of motion, and the holofoil looks great behind the water stream attack. This card has great colors, and being the artist's only card in a Japanese exclusive, I think it's a very unique card and I would love to pull this and add it to my collection. The 10th holo found in Awakening Legends is Misdreavus. This card is illustrated by Ken Sugimori, and for me, this is one of my most nostalgic cards in the set. This Misdreavus artwork was featured as one of the 4-pack artworks for the English release of Neo Revelation, and it depicts Misdreavus floating in a tie-dye psychic realm. I absolutely love the colors used on this card, and this is another one of my favorites and another one that I own the English version of. This is another double holo error in a CGC near mint 8, and this copy has a nice swirl on the bottom. And the second layer of holofoil causes this card to have the hollow eyes. This artwork is extremely nostalgic for me, and I would love to add the Japanese version without the double holo error to my collection. The 11th holo in Neo 3 is another legendary, Celebi. This card is illustrated by Hironobu Yoshida, and it is Celebi's rookie card. Yet another legendary mythical Pokemon in this classic set. Depicting Celebi in a way that feels nothing short of magical, this illustration feels intergalactic, and Celebi appears almost alien-like, with the holofoil appearing like stars in the night sky. Celebi is yet another iconic Pokemon found in this set, and another instance where I feel like the first illustration is one of the best. Hironobu Yoshida is another incredible artist that illustrated many classics, and alongside Ken Sugimori illustrated the shining Pokemon found in Neo Destiny, and this is one of my favorite cards by Hironobu Yoshida. The 12th holo found in Neo 3 is the third and final Japanese exclusive holo, Aerodactyl. This card is illustrated by Shinichi Yoshida, and it depicts the fossil Pokemon Aerodactyl flying through the ancient skies. I love the way the rocky landscape blocks the holofoil on the bottom of the card as it peeks out and covers the bright blue cloud-filled sky. The non-holo version of this card was found in the English set, however the holo version was only included in the Japanese release. I love the fossil Pokemon, and this card reminds me of another one of my favorite sets, Mystery of the Fossils, and it's another incredible artwork where I think the holo sky and the colors found on this card work really well and create an awesome card that stands the test of time. The 13th holo found in Neo 3 is Houndoom. This card is illustrated by Mitsuhiro Arita, and it features Houndoom howling towards the holo-filled sky with beautiful shades of red and purple that complement this dark type incredibly well. This is the second of 2 cards in the set illustrated by Arita, and to me it's another standout. From the pose with Houndoom standing proud, howling into the night sky to the colors used to top the holofoil background, I think this is a timeless piece and a perfect depiction of Houndoom. This is another chase for me as I currently don't have any Houndoom cards in my collection, and I would love to add this one to it as it is one of my favorites. The 14th holo found in Neo 3 is Magneton. This card is illustrated by Big Mama Tagawa in collaboration with CRCG Gangs. During the original era of Pokemon, commonly referred to as the WotC era, Magneton received a lot of love and received quite a few cards. And a slight spoiler if you haven't watched my other vintage openings, but I have a few Magnetons in my collection, but this one is a little bit unique compared to the rest. Depicting Magneton in a hyper-realistic way, this is the only Pokemon illustrated by Big Mama Tagawa. During their work with Pokemon, they illustrated various 3D renders for item and trainer cards, but this was the only pocket monster they illustrated. Magneton isn't the most popular, but I find this card very interesting as it's kind of a one-off for this artist, and I would love to add it to my Magneton collection. The 15th holo found in Awakening Legends is Delibird. This card is illustrated by Tomokazu Kamiya, who is one of my favorite artists, and it features Delibird running with its bag full of presents across the grassy background in Tomokazu Kamiya's signature art style that looks incredible. I love the way the grass and the trees contrast with the Pokemon, and although this card doesn't have much holofoil, I think it works very well just covering the sky in the back, as it adds quite a bit of depth to the card with the trees and Delibird in the foreground, making this 2D drawing look 3D. This Pokemon and the colors on this card always remind me of Christmas, with the green and red color combo, and the fully white card to reflect the colorless typing. Tomokazu Kamiya is one of my all-time favorite artists, and this is another classic that would be an incredible addition to my collection. The 16th holo found in Neo 3 is Porygon 2. This card is illustrated by Keiji Kinebushi, and it is his final holo rare that he contributed to Pokemon before his passing, and to me, it is one of his best. Keiji Kinebushi contributed a ton to the early Pokemon with his 3D illustrations, and he really pioneered the way for many 3D artists who followed. This is another rookie card featuring Porygon 2 in a lab with its blueprints in the background, and I love the way the holofoil covers everything aside from the Pokemon itself, and the colors used on this card make the artwork appear futuristic. Shout out to Pack the Ripper and the Porygon gang. This is another card that's very nostalgic for me, and a great depiction of Keiji Kinebushi's work and the lasting impact he left on Pokemon cards. The 17th holo in Neo 3 is Blissey. This card is illustrated by Yukimori, who is another one of my favorite artists, and this was her first holo card, and it is the rookie card for Blissey. I absolutely love Yukimori's cards and the clay model she creates, and her cards are some of the most memorable for me from my childhood. This card features the clay model of Blissey atop a colorful tie-dye background, and I love the way that the green and the blue background complements Blissey's pink color. This is an absolutely incredible piece by a great artist, and I would love to pull the first holo by one of my all-time favorite artists. This is another cute card from the set, and Yukimori's work in this set is one of the reasons she's my favorite artist, so if we don't pull the Blissey, I'm hoping to pull at least one of her common or uncommon cards in this set. The final two holos from Awakening Legends are some of my favorite cards of all time. The first two Shining Pokemon, Magikarp and Gyarados. These cards are both illustrated by my favorite artist Ken Sugimori, and I love shiny Pokemon and enjoy shiny hunting on my Game Boy, and these two Shinings found in Awakening Legends are the reason for that. The first Shining in this set is the Shining Magikarp. Illustrated by Ken Sugimori, this artwork features an underwater scene with a school of Magikarp swimming through the deep blue ocean, but the focus of this card is on the shiny and its beautiful contrasting gold color. This card and artwork are timeless, and the Japanese version has a holofoil similar in pattern to the Koro Koro Mew that makes it shine like no other. And the second Shining Pokemon found in this set is the Shining Gyarados. This is my favorite Pokemon card of all time and my all-time Grail, and I hope to one day own a copy of the Japanese Shining Gyarados. Illustrated by Ken Sugimori, this card features one of the most iconic shinies, the red Gyarados, in an outrage as the fisherman looks on in disbelief. This artwork combined with the foiling on the Japanese version with the all-over sparkles is simply breathtaking. I don't think I have enough words to explain how much I adore this card, and the English version was my favorite card that I owned as a kid, and having the chance to pull the Japanese version is such a blessing. The odds are very low of pulling a shiny, but pulling a Shining would be the pull of a lifetime, and I feel very fortunate to own this pack, and I can't wait to open it. The two Shinings found in this set are some of the best cards ever created in my opinion, and I'm fortunate enough to own the English version of both. I have them in a matching Near Mint Plus 7.5 in the CGC Blue label with subgrades. And first we'll look at the Shining Magikarp. This is a first edition copy, and this card I picked up at Collecticon. It's hard to pick up on camera, but there is a hidden swirl. You can see the edge of it right behind Magikarp. But this is a beautiful card, and when I saw it at Collecticon, I knew I needed to add it to my collection to match my favorite card of all time, the Shining Gyarados in a CGC Near Mint Plus 7.5. This card has these subgrades, and it has a very nice swirl right under his head. And this is a card that I had raw and sent in my first CGC submission, and it serves as an invisible string, and it is one of my favorite cards in my collection. I'm super happy to own the pair with matching grades in the old CGC Blue label with subgrades, and I feel very blessed to own both these cards as they're some of my favorite in the entire hobby. These two Shinings round out the 19 holos found in Neo 3 Awakening Legends, and I think each holo found in this set is unique and incredible in its own way. In the comments, let me know which holo from this set is your favorite, and which holo you think will be in my pack, and consider subscribing if you want to see what we pull, as I'm planning on opening this pack in the next few weeks. I appreciate you watching, and if you enjoyed this discussion of my favorite set of all time, consider leaving a like on the video. Good luck collecting, and I'll catch you in the next one where we break into this pack. Thanks for watching.